so this is a photo from last week's race. There are two things that make this one special. First one being Mika and I in the same race. And the second thing that made this special was the course. This course might have been one of the hardest ones I've ever raced on, and I'm not just saying that. So today I'm packing, getting ready for a little trip, a business trip, I would say, because this weekend we are all business. It's race week, and race week means different things to different people, whether you hate it, whether you love it. If you're a runner, you're probably gonna race at some point or another. I had a pretty big training week last week, 96 miles total with a 20-mile long run and a pretty big marathon workout. And I'm actually really excited to race tomorrow because I have not taken a race seriously in a pretty long time. I'm a little scared, not scared in a bad way, more of like a excited and I don't know how the hell this is gonna go type of way. And so as of right now, we got good vibes for this trip. We're excited to go. Training has been going really well. And the great thing about this all is it feels like we're just getting started. Okay, we're at the airport. It's 5:05. Mika likes to do this thing where we show up about an hour before we're supposed to leave. So we got an hour to get through security, find our gate, and get ready to go. So let me back up a little bit. Mika and I are here, we're in Virginia. Today's Thursday. Earlier this week on Tuesday, I had a workout. Saturday, in 2 days, we are racing the Virginia 10 miler. What I really wanna do is give you guys a more specific look into everything that I do to get ready for race day, both mentally and physically. You know that feeling like it's race week, you got a race, but you know, you have a workout, a pre-race workout, and you're like, yeah, I want this workout to feel smooth, I want to feel light, I want to feel just amazing, ready to pop off. And more times than not, you don't feel that way. An unseasoned runner would get in their head and say, why am I not feeling perfect? I don't know the answer to that question, but I know not to be worried about it. So, feeling a little tired today. But once we get the legs spinning, I'm sure I'll feel fine. Typically on race weeks, I'm not paying too much attention to how I'm feeling. A huge difference between college and now is I don't race nearly as much. So I definitely gotta make sure that I'm taking advantage of these race opportunities. Just finished the workout and legs did feel a little tired today. Honestly, that's to be expected with the week that we had last week. Yeah, I used to be the guy who would try and train through every race unless it was like regionals or the final marathon. I don't really know why. I think it came from college. I think it's like if you can run a good race and say like, oh yeah, but I barely even dropped my mileage this week, then it makes you feel better. But you know what makes you feel better than that? Actually feeling good on race day. So there's no shame in kind of taking a down week and tapering a little bit before races to make sure you feel good. So today we're gonna crush some schoolwork, and then your boy is taking a nice nap today. Just a second. And so yeah, now you guys are caught up to present day. Basically this whole week has been business as usual. I did lighten up my mileage a little bit and the workout was a little bit lighter. But now Thursday, 2 days out from the race, this is really where I would say the real preparation begins. Mika and I, we just got off the plane. We haven't ran today. And so now it's time to explore Virginia and do a little bit of shakeout. Okay, one thing I do want to mention, if you're traveling for a race and you want to get out of the car or off the plane or off the bus and not feel like dookie, you have to hydrate correctly. I personally do that with Element. These guys so happen to be the sponsor of today's YouTube video. Electrolytes help prevent muscle fatigue, muscle cramping. It helps prevent headaches and it helps with energy levels. All things that I need when I'm spending 6+ hours on a plane. I use Element, guys, because it has no BS in it. No sugar, it has a ton of salt. It has a science-backed ratio of magnesium, sodium, and potassium As you can see here, it really does make coming off the travel and feeling good a lot easier. And guys, guess what? Element is offering you guys, my viewers, a free sample pack with any purchase. Drink mix, sparkling water, whatever, free sample pack. Best way to try 8 of their flavors. All you have to do is go to drinkelement.com/AdamWood. I'm gonna spell it out for you guys. That is DRINKLMNT.com/AdamWood to get your free sample pack with any order. And so that being said, I'm packing this with me. And let's get back to the video.
Landed and our post-flight shakeout was crazy. Yeah, every single street was just like either like this or like this.
A couple things about Virginia is that it hasn't stopped raining since we've been here. The course apparently is like crazy brutal. So we're gonna go for it. Today we had 4 miles and some strides. It's the day before the race. I left my contacts in Utah. So I've been blind like this entire trip. We're gonna head to a Walmart. We're gonna hope and pray that they can like fill my prescription and get me something so I can see for the race tomorrow. So. I'm on a trip and I don't have contacts.
Did you get your contacts?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay.
Bag secured.
Now you could race.
Bag secured. I can see now.
How many did they give you?
They just give me 1 pair.
Just one
A
pair?
monthly pair though,
Oh.
so it'll last.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of had a busy day today. You know, everybody handles racing a little bit differently in how they get ready for racing. Some people actually like to be out all day. They like to go sightseeing, hang out with friends, hang out with family, and kind of just socialize. And for me personally, I'm kind of the opposite. Sit, do nothing, watch some TV, read a book, maybe take a nap. That's like perfect race prep for me. Whenever I go to races like these, I gotta make sure that I'm not like going overboard with like the socializing and stuff, because I feel like it's easy to forget and I don't feel like mentally rested and ready for the race. So today we made sure that I had some nice alone chill time and then obviously hanging out with family as well. So had a pretty good balance today, I'd say. Racing kit and racing shoes is down on the floor. Sodium bicarb is right here. We have breakfast for first thing in the morning. We got an 8 o'clock start race, so I'll probably get up at maybe like 6 to eat that and digest. But you're supposed to have the sodium bicarb like 2 hours before. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. So the course is hilly. We drove it and it's gonna be a grind. With races like these, you kind of do have to adjust the race plan just a little bit. Whenever like conditions or like if the course is super hilly, pacing kind of just goes out of the window. You need a way to like determine success still. So I'm really focusing on is being competitive. That's a harder goal to measure than like hitting a certain pace or time on a course like this. But really I want to try and race everybody that's around me. I want to fight up the hills. I want to press on the downhills. I don't ever want to just get super complacent in what I'm doing. And if you want to have a good race, you got to have a good race plan that is more than just like goals and times. You need it on the controllables, so that way when you finish the race, you can take a step back, look at it objectively and say, okay, like how many boxes did I check off? And tomorrow for me, it's all about like checking boxes.
Congratulations to 300 today are from your experience.
Wait, I need one of these.
Right, race numbers on the front, but whatever it is you're wearing, that will be
Hey, how are you guys? Love you guys. Thanks for being here.
presented by Senator right after the start of the race.
No. This is just an award.
Cool down. Done. 5 total. Good race today. Initial thoughts, it was a good race. Hardest course I've probably ever done, ever. The hills, like, I mean, I know we drove them, but running them is just like a completely different thing. So it was tough out there, but it was good. Good race, I'm happy with it. It's hard to know like what this means fitness-wise because with how hilly it was. So really, I'm mostly just like proud of like mentally staying engaged, because when you're kind of by yourself like that on a hard course like that, it's like would be super easy to disengage. And I feel like I did a good job at like always trying to press, always trying to go over the hills and press once I get to the top and that kind of stuff. So good day. I'm sure I'll have more thoughts here in the next day or two. So how far did you go? Okay, let's talk about that race. So after the race, I went to Maryland with my family and we went to the Baltimore Ravens and Bills game. Honestly, my all-time favorite way to celebrate a good race. All right, we're here. First Ravens game, first NFL game with the family. th place on a course with over 700 feet elevation gain, and it was probably the hardest course I've ever been on. I've done races that are pretty hilly like that, but having that amount of hills for 10 miles is just like a long time. And I want to say that I'm 90% happy with this race, 10% unhappy with this race, and the 10% bad isn't really even like a valid reason to be upset with it. I have this really bad habit of feeling like I need to be where I want to be, like right now. I want to run a PB in December in the marathon. And so I feel like I need to be in PB shape right now. And we're like 9 weeks out. So that doesn't even really make a whole lot of sense. And I do this after, you know, key workouts, key races. And when you do that after things like that, it's pretty hard to build any confidence. So this build, I've been avoiding that like train of thought at all costs. And I've been doing a pretty good job at it, I'd say. It was a great atmosphere. It was fun racing with Mika. We barely ever get to race the same race. So foggy and so humid that it felt like you were running through rain, and it was pretty epic. And it made the hills just seem like that much bigger because you're running up this hill and it disappears into the fog above, and it's just like, honestly, I've been pretty tired of going out with the lead group and dying, so I opted to go with the chase pack. The chase pack strung out like a mile later, so then I spent most of the race by myself picking some people off. I think I was able to catch like maybe like 4 people over the entire race, 4 or 5. I'm very happy with the way that I ran that race. When you're by yourself and it's a hard course, I feel like it would be really easy to like disengage and kind of just jog up the hills. But I mean, I was telling myself the whole time, like, hey, like crest, don't rest. Like you get to the top of that hill and you keep pushing. This race was all about checking boxes. And one of the boxes I wanted to check was being mentally engaged the whole time. And I feel like I did a good job at that. And now we're 9 weeks away from the Valencia Marathon. It's funny because with the down year that I had 8 weeks ago when I was 16 weeks out from the marathon, I told myself that the next 2 months or 8 weeks is going to be like feeling like a runner again, feeling like myself. And then the last 8 weeks of the build is going to be like getting into marathon shape. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. I've just been feeling more and more like myself. So right now I'm happy, and I'm especially happy because we're in my favorite part of the build. I'm running big mileage, I'm running big workouts, and I'm feeling good doing it. So there's really nothing to complain about. We got 9 whole weeks until Valencia. That's a big chunk of time. I have 3 weeks until my next race, which is the Baltimore half marathon. So I'm excited to go back to the lab, get some workouts in, get some mileage in, and then see what I can do at this race. All right, guys, don't forget to like and comment. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. I'm gonna have another video ready for you guys next week. And as always, thank you guys for watching.
I have to fall apart to get to see you again. You only have a heart when mine is bleeding, some kind of friend.